So on this note, we now call on this microphone the Vice Presidential candidate, on the tickets of Madam Nkrumah, Honorable Thomas Kura, who is going to read and officially do the endorsement of their team. Please put your hands together for Honorable Kura.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to recognize my political leader in person here, Bill A. Nkrumah, and our rescue father, JMB. We are so delighted to be here today, and also the platform guests, a couple of people I know here, my big sister, Konneh, who we came from a very long way. Honorable Prince Moe, my brothers, and the great chairman of the Unity Party, Reverend Luther Taffet, who is very instrumental. We, from the independent party with our logo, Collaborative Vibrant Change, we have come here today to express our interest, endorsement, and support for the candidate as the next president of Liberia, as engaged and concerned political leader. We have carefully evaluated and your qualification, policy proposal, character, and also firmly believe that you possess the quality to lead this country. First and most, your experience and competence make you an exceptional candidate for the highest office in the land. Your track record in the public service, as well as accomplishments and Liberian politics, demonstrates a deep commitment and improvement in the life of Liberian people. You have proven leadership skill, sound judgment, and ability to make tough decisions in challenging circumstances. Your comprehensive, forward-taking policy platform is another compelling reason for our endorsement. Your proposal on several issues reflect a deep understanding of the present issue facing our nation today. The vision for Liberia resonate with us and offer real solution to the complex problem we confront in Liberia today. We admire your dedication to promoting several issues and your commitment furthering goals such as economic growth, social justice, and environmental sustainability. Moreover, your integrity, affectionate, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of all Liberians are qualities that set you apart, JMB. You have consistently displayed a genuine concern for the need and aspiration of the vast community across our country, which we appreciate. Your inclusive approach to governance and your ability to listen to and emphasize with concerns of everyday Liberians make you a unitary figure who can bridge the vision and bring our nation together. We from the Independent Collaborative Bible Church are also impressed by your dedication to transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct. You have consistently upheld the standard of integrity with all concern. And I am confident that you will continue to do so as president for the Republic of Liberia. Your commitment to restoring faith in our democratic institution and promoting ethical governance, commendable and solid leader in the challenging times. Lastly, we would like to highlight your ability to inspire hope and optimism. Our passion for public service, the ability to communicate effectively, and your genuine connection with people from all walks of life make you a truly inspirational leader. You have the power to unite the scene of collective purpose and rally Liberians around a shared vision of better futures. In conclusion, we wholeheartedly endorse you, Nyumah, your candidacy for president of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Powell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I prefer Mr. Powell to read this statement, let me tell you that one of the reasons I call Mr. Powell, at my dying moment, Mr. Powell came to my rescue. You know what happened to me? I had a chairman called Angel Shai Sherman, who sold thousands of dollars for me. I was about leading a race, and Mr. Powell said, "Oma, stay there. I am with you." So I stayed. So Mr. Powell came as a major financial backing. At the time, I almost left the race. That's why I gave this young gentleman the opportunity to read this statement on our behalf. So to all my distinguished people, I would like to thank you very, very much. So we now present our statement to the Honorable Nyumah Boakai.
So that was another petition there by the political party there. That's what folks do here. Sorry for the break information.
I want to thank you all. At this point in time, once again, we would like to announce the presence and arrival of the representative elect and also incumbent representative of District number 10, Honorable Konneh. Of course, I'd like to recognize the National Vice Chair for Recruitment and Mobilization of the UP, Party and my own brother, Brian. And also I recognize the guest arrival of the National Youth Chair of the Unity Party, Toga Melvin Sifo. Ladies and gentlemen, please give us your undivided attention as we call the next speaker on this microphone. For the purpose of endorsement is no other person but the former finance minister of the Republic of Nigeria. Of course, the man who walked across the group served in several capacity, and the newly elected senator of Bapuru County. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Progressive, will you join me as we call on this microphone Honorable Amara Konneh. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, folks, that is
thank you and good afternoon to all of you. Mr. Standard Bearer of the Unity Party, the Honorable Ambassador Joseph Nyumah Boakai, Rescue 1, the Honorable Lucini Amara, Standard Bearer of the All Nigerian Coalition Party, our rescue entity, Madam Mandela People, the standard bearer of all political parties in the alliance, the honorable lawmakers in our legislature, they are present. Mr. Chairman of the Unity Party, our dynamic cheerleader of the campaign, our senators from Grand Bassa County, partisans of all parties in this alliance, fellow Liberians here and listening in Radio Land. My name is Amara Konneh. I used to be finance minister some time back in Liberia. Recently, I ran for the Senate in Bapuru County in the October 10th elections and won. I ran as an independent. I want to thank the people of Bapuru County for the opportunity they have given me to represent them in the Honorable Liberian Senate. Recently, I have seen fit, after many consultations with them and my supporters and my family, to follow another course in this presidential election runoff. That is why I am here today. I believe that the issues confronting us as a country today cross party lines. In this runoff election, there are two sides. One side in this campaign has been telling us that the issues in these elections are hope, end quote, and quote, change, end quote. They used that line, those two words, in the 2017 elections and won. But we have not seen the hope, and the change we have seen has taken our country downward and backward. So I have an uncomfortable feeling that this quote, hope, end quote, change, end quote, if allowed to continue, may lead our country into a deeper crisis from which it will be even more difficult to recover. My fellow Liberians, this year we celebrated the 20th anniversary of the Accra Peace Accord that brought a permanent end to our civil war. That celebration would have been even more triumphant if we had had another 6 solid years of steady economic growth and development. But we have lost that time waiting for quote, hope, end quote, and quote, change, end quote. In the meantime, Liberia has developed a drug epidemic that is destroying our children's future and the future of the young adults who voted for this government in 2017. The CDC party and government that were supposed to protect these young people, that gave their youth to them, have sold them out to the cocaine and the push barons. The George Weah administration that ran on quote, hope and change, end quote, has changed government for the worse, undermining the progress we have made as a people to build the capacity and strengthen the governance institutions in our country. All the systems that we built have all been destroyed. Their idea of change was an indiscriminate reduction in civil servants' pay that has caused many more families who depend on government salaries backward into poverty. They call it quote harmonization, end quote. To give the impression that this was about making government work better. That's the impression they gave to the country. But that was a lie. This so-called harmonization policy was a gimmick to create financial space in our fiscal policy for their partisans, many of whom were qualified for public service at any level. Today, the CDC-led government is unable to fulfill its monthly salary obligations. They threaten civil servants who dare to speak out. As I speak to you, many civil servants across the country are yet to receive their salaries for October. This is not an isolated incident. Just like the drug epidemic that is sweeping across our country. government workers have gone for months without pay, and to all of the civil servants who are listening to this broadcast, this is unacceptable and you should be angry. When I was finance minister here, I followed the protocols laid by my predecessors, Dr. Antoinette Sayer and the Honorable Augustine Pele-Gafwan. We made sure that the civil servant salaries were top priority in our fiscal policy. We paid salary every month and on time. If you worked in the Ministry of Finance during my time, you saw me climbing the steps between my office on the 9th floor and the 2nd floor where they process salary on the 15th of every month to make sure at the time the wage bill was $23 million US. The most important money in the Liberian economy is the wage bill of the public sector. Yes. You can't mess with it and give it some fancy name for harmonization. At the same time, you can pay the harmonized salary. This is a failed policy. On the 15th of every month, we pay the $23 million directly into bank accounts that injected instantly $23 million into the financial system. That's how, there's no magic about this. It's the people money. You put that money in the bank, they're not going to consume all of it at once. That money is going to be used to lend to businesses, to circulate in the economy, from the government to the hospital and to businesses, and that's how you make people make money. So we did this for 12 years. 12 straight years. Dr. Sayer, Augustine Gafwan, Amara, Konneh, Boakai, we never played with people wages here and gave them some fancy title and take bread out of their and their families' mouth and subject them to additional poverty in a country where they were making progress. Today, people are unable to pay their children's tuition. Everybody has been reduced to beggars in their own country. This government, fellow Liberians, this government has no excuse for abandoning our families and our children by failing to invest in their present and future welfare. I just came off a very tough campaign, and I see representatives and senators who are currently in the legislature and new ones who are about, along with me, to join them. We traveled our counties. We also visited our neighboring counties. Our schools are in sorry state. The buildings that were rehabilitated or constructed after the Civil War have been abandoned. The roofs are off. The benches don't exist. And the children don't even go to school. The drugs are in our schools, destroying Liberia's future. That's why this election survived. It's a referendum on the leadership of President Nyumah. For example, in my county of Babalu, in Chief Jalalong's chiefdom of Konneh, there is a town called Bayama. There is a school there. That school has now operated in 3 years because there are no teachers. They have retired the teachers And the Ministry of Education, they now deploy new teachers to teach the children. Those children's future are at stake. That is why we must elect Ambassador Joseph Nyumah Boakai. We also have the health crisis. Maybe the other countries, maybe those who supporting him, maybe their countries have the best hospitals. In my country, as I travel across all 6 districts, all of the clinics we built in the district headquarters in the first 12 years after the war, and equip them and staff them. Today, those clinics are now operating no more. Are you listening to me? These are the issues. They forget about the personalities. Forget about the personal issues. Forget about all the things you're hearing in social media. Let's focus on the issue. There should be an issue-based campaign. The clinics, the hospitals in our country don't have medicine. Pregnant women go to the hospital and the clinics and they deny them entrance until they can pay. Meanwhile, their husbands or their partners don't have jobs to pay for them. Then when they finally get through, by the help of some family member, they come out with a white paper as a prescription. They don't come out with medicine. This is the issue. This is the issue in this election. If we allow this to continue, our life expectancy will decrease. We will be dying early in this country. Do you want to die early? Do you? My brothers and sisters, my friends, fellow Nigerians, the issues here are not about somebody's age or somebody's popularity. It's about who has the capacity to change this thing. This is the issue. All across our country, our schools have been abandoned, our healthcare facilities have been abandoned. In my county, I'm going to use my county. In Konneh, for example, we built a modern clinic there and put a solar light on the roof and then freezer to freeze the vaccines before this regime came to power. Today, the solar light is there, the freezer is working, but the grass has actually surrounded the building because nobody is there to run that clinic. The government has abandoned it in the last 6 years. The people there, thousands of them, living in that part in my county called Gamulala district, surrounded by rivers. The St. Paul with Ball, the Via River with Lofa, and the Tuma connecting that region to Bogomu and Bopolu and the Morovia economy. There is a bridge that collapsed in 2020. Up to now, the people are using Kino for their transactions on that river. This is the issue for me endorsing my uncle Joe Boakai. If you know me, you know that I'm a policy person. My endorsement is based on policy. My endorsement is based on good governance. If you care about Liberia, if you really truly care about Liberia, and you call yourself a patriot, there's no way you can go across Liberia for a week and come back and say this regime is doing well. So this is the government that has modeled itself after the tribalism of the regimes in the past, with most Southeasterners in its most powerful cabinet position. Let's talk it. After the war in Nigeria, Anybody who become president here must take the approach of inclusion in government. And yet, they have abandoned the very southeastern region of our country they claim to love and represent, and have laid no infrastructure to connect their own hometowns with the rest of the country. In their own region, where all the government officials are from. The roads leading, meanwhile, the roads leading to government officials' homes in Monrovia are paved with concrete and mortar. But they have failed to maintain the farm to market road that the UP government built to connect our people with markets so they can sell their crops and support their family. Nobody wants to be beggar here. All they want the government to do is to empower them just by building roads and fixing their children's school and giving them a working health sector. Look, to go to the southeast, many Liberians are now forced to travel through Ivory Coast. But under the Unity Party government, the Unity Party of Honorable Joseph Nyumah Boakai, the road to the southeast, even though not perfect at the time, I'm not going to in profession here, was open all year round, and that government even paid the portion of the road from Harper to Fishtown Wukuta. So, to my southeastern people, if you are listening to me, we know how you voted. You voted straightly along travel line. But think that the only modern highway in your region was built by a government in which Ambassador Joseph Nyumah Boakai was the vice president. He did not abandon you. When you elect him, not only is he going to complete that road and connect it to the Nyumah economy, but he's going to push that road into Bankru, into Sayo, into Boakai. And do that. I know that because I did not just jump and endorse my uncle. He knows what we went through. Every time I came, I put him through job interview. I will ask him, I will put him. Because you need to know the heart of the person you're going to support to become the president. He told me about that. He said, I want to be president. What else do I have to do for the remaining time of my life? I want to leave a legacy and inspire this country to do themselves. I know my UP friends are happy that I'm back. Unity Party Alliance, Zayo! Amanda! So, that was about the roads, the schools, and our health care system. There's nothing. They don't exist. That's what I want you to know. Then as for the rule of law, I wonder who among us here listening on radio would like to approach the wife and husband of the auditors who were mysteriously murdered in this town, or a mother whose husband or son has been murdered somewhere in Liberia without any due process to law. Ask them if they think that this is a government that should be maintained for another 6 years. There can be no real government, fellow Liberians, while one single Liberian is being killed somewhere in his or her country, and our government holds their bodies for months and takes no action to bring their killers to justice. This is a patriotic issue. If one person is getting killed among us and nobody is brought to book and justice is not served, then we don't have a country. All of us are vulnerable. What about the babies and the women and girls who have been raped and sexually assaulted scot-free? Ask them if they think this government should remain in office after they petitioned the country's feminist-in-chief for his intervention, and he ignored their cries and let the police assault them during their protests. This disrespect for democracy and the rule of law has reached the highest level in our country. Not too long ago, the CDC government impeached and removed a certain justice of the Supreme Court for the execution of his legitimate duty to express dissenting views on the case relating to the outcome of the That decision they made, that decision they took, almost plunged our country into a constitutional crisis. They continue to ignore the ECOWAS judgment in favor of the common justice. Now, contract now for right and wrong. If we don't, let me say this to you. Now, if you're listening on radio, you're not here. I'm talking about Justice Kabila Jane. Justice Jane is from my tribe. But Justice Jane myself, not in the same political party. I'm not speaking based on tribal relationship. I am speaking because it was wrong. It was wrong. And the regional court said that it was wrong. Up to now, our government has not respected that decision. It could be you tomorrow. We have to stand up for injustice in our country. But here's the thing. When we talk about these things, anytime you and I criticize them, anytime we criticize their bad policies, they denounce us as enemies of the state. And those who accuse us for being enemies of the state are people who know better, are people who can do better for themselves without relying on government people. But they are afraid because they are driven by immediate political expediency rather than patriotism. But we are against those interested with our country's political and economic governance when they practice deception regarding its fiscal shortcomings, when they charge that any criticism of their economic policies mean that we want to end the payments to those who depend on them for a livelihood for insulting their critics. Let me say something to you. When I was here, I know what I did. I ran an expansionary fiscal policy, our government, because we came from war, right? You have to expand the economy. You have two types of fiscal policy: expansionary and contractionary. You do contractionary and expansive. Aluta. Ambassador Vice President Joseph Nyumah Boakai's leadership, we were instructed to pursue an expansionary policy. Look, we rebuilt the hydro. We built the road to Nyumah. We built the road to Basa. We restored all the transmission and distribution lines of LEC you see today. You do that through expansion. So when you run an expansionary fiscal policy, you run budget deficits. Yes. Here, the other side said budget shortfall. Get it. But no, what they're doing today is they don't tell you the status of the budget, right? At least our government every 3 months we reported our fiscal outtake to the honorable legislature. The IMF in here, we opened our books for them, they scrutinized our policies, and they gave us more money. It was not for free. We have to work. Oh, you know that government had plenty of donors here. They gave them a lot of money. No, it was not free money. We went for it. So look, good policies. Are you with me? What is short-term minister? What is short-term minister? What is short-term? We pay salary on time. Right? What is short-term was able to pay all the Moronga Street. What is short-term was able to raise the money to pay the road from Ghana to Sammy. Budget First was able to rebuild Nigeria's electricity system under the leadership of Ambassador Boakai. Okay? Today, they are running budget surpluses. They have pushed the budget to 800 million. Meanwhile, the hospitals are amazing. Meanwhile, the schools are breaking down. Meanwhile, civil servants are not getting their pay on time. Meanwhile, we are not paying our external pay on time. All my friends in this government, to all my friends that are hustling on Broad Street near the Ministry of Finance that are empowered to feed themselves, whether you are a Shushan boy or you are a money teacher, we connected you with a pen to help you to do your business. I want you to listen to me. Today, they even try to destroy your business center. You, the downtrodden, they met you in these places, they wanted to destroy them from you. My fellow Nigerians, a young man or woman, 21 years old in our country today, is not inspired at all. Because his or her leaders don't inspire them. They don't go to work. The work culture in our country is dead. All the public institutions are moribund. Nothing is working. The growth of the economy is a function of work. It doesn't happen automatically or through lottery. You have to work. All persons used to hold accountable will work till 3 a.m. in this country to manage this economy. Today, just go to the ministry. Go to the treasury building, the money house of the country. A lot of control sites. Yes. This is a disgrace. Yes. Ambassador Joseph Nyumah Boakai will not accept that nonsense. this country. You know, inspire. So, the 21-year-old man dream that we want to do today is the 800 motorbike. Hey, my people, the dream of the young people of our country is a motorbike. $800. Then our sisters, our young girls are vulnerable to men who prey on young girls. I mean, we all have sisters here. We have brothers. We know in our family, we have children who are suffering from the drug epidemic. You got to choose this for them. You also, while the children are aspiring to get $800 moreover, go around this town. All the government officials are now the favorite car eater, the Escalade, the BB, American SUV, no black, you know, with sirens. They cost close to $100,000. How many motorbikes can $100,000 get to empower the young people? This is the issue in this election. To all you young people who just would like to get paid out, you show your hand, they give you $1,000. You gotta change that. You deserve better than that. You need to go to competent vocational schools and learn skills that will make you to have job in this economy. When you go over there, they make you go on the sun based down. You get the youth. After you get them out, they leave you. You gotta change that. How will an old man father, a leader with wisdom, a principled leader, see all the young people as his grandchildren? He will take care of you. He will take care of you. He will give you a better future. So I ask all of you to reject President we are on the bill. And one last thing. How can you have a government? How can you have a government whose foreign minister cannot go by himself abroad? You have me. We have a government whose foreign minister, the dean of the cabinet, the president, envoy to all other presidents in the world. The only time you can go out of the country is when the president when you go behind him. Our image abroad is damaged by people. That's what I'm telling you. We need to elect Ambassador Nyumah Boakai to restore the law of the country. That's what the election is all about. So, what do we do? What do we do? We want a government that will make sure our children's schools are safe for learning. All our schools get volunteer teachers. We need a president who will appoint a competent and empathetic education minister to actually go out and solve this problem. We can't volunteer teachers. Volunteer teachers don't get dressed for me. You're doing a good job. We love you for what you're doing. But if without a curriculum that will prepare our children if we teach them properly. So we need to assess your qualification and send you to the teacher training institute and then bring you on to formalize you. It has been proven over the years that this government is incapable of doing that. That is why all of you volunteer teachers across this country, I know the president said when he became president he will put your own payroll. But you don't tell the country how he's going to pay for it. There are no classes again. So, both Ambassador Nyumah Boakai, we in the Senate, together with our allies there, will solve this problem for the country. So what do we need to do now? All of us. The campaign is good. The campaign is good. When we leave this stand, what are we supposed to do? We have to have the courage. The courage. Let me tell you something. In 2016, when the World Bank, the IMF, the African Development Bank, the government, all the partners that come here, they did the poverty survey in this country. I heard one minister go on radio and say they're taking very proud of poverty. That's a lie. When in 2008, that October Marketer led the first census in this country, as Minister of Planning and Chairman of Nations Board. After he signed that, he went to the World Bank as Executive Director of our constituency. I took over from him. So you're talking to somebody with authority. I want you to listen to me. The poverty rate established in that survey since 1984, the first survey since 1984 was in 2008, was 68% of the population. Our population there was 3.2 million. Do the math. The influence I see under my leadership, we did another poverty survey. The poverty decreased by 52%. You do the math. The UP government of Nyumah effectively reduced poverty in this country by about 10 percentage points. They took 350,000 Nigerians out of poverty. This is not me. This is certified by the international community, including the African Statistics Institute based in Mali. Okay? So I want you to come back to 2023. About 500,000 Nigerians have gone back into poverty. The poverty rate has gone up. They can't justify it. If you want to live in poverty, that's your business. But I believe that Nigeria was not made to be a poverty-stricken country. All you need is leadership. All you need is leadership. If you do the two choices we have, the leader who can reverse that is Rescue One Ambassador Joseph Nyumah. So, hey man, I don't want the program to finish. So, I came here today to fire you up.
Yes.
To fire you up.
Yes, brother.
Go out and campaign.
Yes.
Go out for your money. Do it for yourself.
Yes.
Do it for your country.
Yes.
Do it for your family.
Yes.
Do it because you were not born to be in poverty.
Yes.
Do it because you were not born to be stretching your hand.
Yes.
God gave you talent.
Yes.
All you need is a government that is properly led to nudge you to live out to your best potential.
Yes.
So today,
So too.
I formally endorse the candidacy for President of Ambassador Joseph Nyumah. Thank you, Biggie. So on this note, it's getting late. We need to do some very strategic photo. We now call on our celebrant who will come and for photo. We need to do some photos before we get late. So we call on you, April. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, so thank you very much. We are going strictly. So on this note, after receiving great statements, I will quickly call on this microphone for the purpose of inviting the Standard Bearer to be sworn, the National Campaign Chair of our party, the Rescue Campaign Alliance, and our young people.
Thank you. Our most dependable statesman and incoming president. All of our political leaders here on Boakai, Amara, our creative Dr. Macintosh, my distinguished colleagues like Amara, Konneh, the entire rescue team, all of our rescue children, all of our visitors, and all parties who have endorsed us today. I want to say here that so many lives depend on what we do. So many lives depend on what we do as leaders of this country. I know Dr. Macintosh, Honorable Konneh, Justice Johnny are all experienced people who serve our country. You know where we came from as a country. You know where all of you brought us. You know where we are, and you know where we need to go. And that's why we are confident that with the rescue team, we are going to rescue this country. So on that note, I want to say on behalf of the rescue mission, I want to take this time to welcome you on the train. We are extremely grateful to have all of you, and we know that you want to add value to the train. And based on your support, we can be assured that on November 15th, we all will wake up in the morning feeling very accomplished that we will have a new Liberia with Ambassador Joseph Nyumah Boakai. So, all I know, I should have invited the Standard Bearer to the stage, but we need to hear from, it is very important, but also hear from the former Chief Justice, Associate Justice, Kabila Jami.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Boakai, and our next president, distinguished personalities here, ladies and gentlemen. We all have come here today to make one clear statement that this country has to change and take a course that is for the betterment of the Liberian state. That we must work together, and then Dr. Macintosh put in place that team of competent, dedicated team that will help Ambassador Boakai to take this country from the pits of decadence to a nobler act, a country that all of us can be proud. So with that, I want to again say that I am fully on that train to help with rescue this country from the hands of incompetence and corruption. Thank you, DJ, thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, may we all now rise as we call on this microphone the next president of the Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Recognize all of you, the great men and women of our country, the opinion leaders, and all of you dedicated Nigerians who are yearning for positive change in other states. I know my nephew has taken all my life away, but thank you, Amara. Thank you, all of you who spoke for us. As a matter of fact, there are certain things that I have to oppose to. The fact that the people are working, in fact, ambassadors now are presenting their credentials at Jamaica. That's where the work is. And that's the workplace we have to change. This country that was once respected, let me let you know Liberia will be restored in a way that people will wonder. And we are going to do it not because of us, but because of the quality of people that we have and the commitment of our young people and young women. I want to say today that of all the days, today is the greatest day in this country to bring on board people who are committed to this country. I want to appreciate them. I want to thank them for making the choice to rescue this country for our young people. Today, we are in a fight to overturn a country and a group of people that are being called technocrats. Can you imagine they calling your country the leadership as Rose State that Nigeria will never was. So today we are here with a commitment to remove shame from this country, to restore the dignity of the country. And that is why we have to appreciate those who have come, not just for the endorsement, but for the belief that it is possible that we can do it. We ride cars with tinted windows, but we see the suffering of our people. We see the young people who are yearning for a new life. We live in a country where if you defer with the government, and of course, you are ostracized, you won't get a job in your own country. Today, all of that have come there. All the lies about what was in the past, they are made known to you. The choice is simple. How can you serve for 6 years and you don't have confidence in yourself? You're still looking for a way to cheat for election. You're still looking for a way to stop violence.
You take time to intimidate people. What came to a record defend you?
So true, Father.
And that is what we all have to work for. To not allow these people to steal this election from you. Let us defend it, the votes of our people. Let us make sure that this country movement, as a matter of fact, the good way is in abundance. But we have to rescue this country together. I want to say, the Liberian people know. The Liberians people know. The friendly people of Liberia. The Liberians who have not one day deported and massed any group of people. The Liberian, everybody, the Broad Street, people used to come. We don't have to. It's all said. So we want to say to all of you, thank you. Make that one decision that will change your life. Just a few days away. And I can promise you, with all of the talents around you, the commitment, it won't take long. The people that saw it will enjoy a good road.
No!
It won't take long. The Liberian children will be back in school. It won't take long to make sure our country shine again, so that we can be proud of it, the kind of people that we are. I want to thank you for this evening. Let me let you know a lot of messages have been sent out to people to know that you were not made for people to buy your right with rice, with $50. This country was made, all of us, and it's well endowed. So, Liberians, what has been said, and we want to say to you, commit yourself, go to the polls, cast your vote. That vote will make the decision, and make sure we who are in authority will protect those votes, so that these people that are here today, you see them no more except in their private offices or elsewhere. Will take our country daily for prosperity, and I know that is on the way. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you. Thank you all of these eminent persons who are sitting down in Liberia and sent other countries with respect. And that's what we want to restore. And I promise you, in 2 or 3 years, you'll be proud of yourself and your country. God bless you. While we're saying that, we want to, in a special way, recognize our new and incoming Senator, Amara Konneh, as now the coordinator of the campaign. We want to give them more responsibility. We want you young people. Yesterday, I received out of about 150 young people, they call it repentant seditions. I want that number to increase because we want those young people to call their vote. Thank you, God bless you, and we say to all of you, in Liberia, love Liberia. The senior in Honorable Amara Konneh has now been appointed as the national coordinator of the campaign.
So, this ladies and gentlemen, we call on this microphone, the rescue team, who's going to do our blood test.
Thank you, everyone. I know we have spent a lot of time here. On behalf of the rescue team, the rescue father, rescue mother, and the rest of the team, I want to say thank you to my big brother, Mr. Marketash, to Amara Konneh, and to my sister and dear friend, Baby Mom. And to all of you for being here today, as well as our international guests. We say get home safely, God bless you, and let's go for victory on November 14th!
For our validation, I'd like to call the Senator of Nigeria First Movement, Honorable Sheikh Piatel, to do for all our validation. Ladies and everyone, as we close the program, let me introduce one top here. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you very much. The program is hereby brought to an end. My name is Asana People Power. I'm the National Assistant Secretary General for Press, Publicity and Outreach. Thank you.
So, everybody, that's Joseph